Good evening! Sorry for letting you guys hang around. Well, I guess it was only the daily today, right? But I did take yesterday completely off. And most of today. I think it's the moon, but I have felt extremely emotional. I have been crying. I just been, haven't, like yesterday I didn't want to see anyone, didn't want to talk to anyone, just wanted to be. I think it's the moon again. It's right in my degree, so it makes sense, I guess. So if you have felt off or emotional, or if you have felt like withdrawing, it's okay to do that. It's okay. I think we need that sometimes. And our body probably knows that before. That a human knows, right? Does that make sense? There's so many, I feel so many things are changing. And with that, there's also a lot of realizations, I guess. That things are changing, right? I guess that's it. I don't know what it is. I don't know, can any of us actually pinpoint what's going on at the moment? I don't think so. Today the weather has really been on off, like thundering. Saying that while I could hear that again. And raining, heavy rain, and the sun is shining a little bit, so it's like up and down energy. And we did speak about that with the song in one of the readings. Now I take the normal lighter. Well, hello. Okay, there you go. That is apparently what I do. Yeah, but I do need to get back to myself because that I had 3 days with big shoots, so this is me coming out of hiding. I cannot be in my hermit mood forever. Sounds so dramatic, but that's, I don't like to be in that stage, in the hermit thing, because I feel like I'm, I always feel like I need to do something all the time. And maybe that's also something I need to realize, that Sandra, it's okay to withdraw and not do anything. We are just taking cards today. I don't know what's going to come up. But I think the theme might be what I just spoke about. Because, full moons. And this is a rare full moon. And I also just miss you guys. Again, I can't. It's very rarely that I do not pop up at all. It's like, where's the smoke coming from? But I think it's because the roof is so hot. At least that's what I hope. Let me just check. Yeah, I think it's just because it's hot, because the air is very hot. Okay, I think I took this tarot deck. I haven't used it for a while. It's connected with the animal spirit. So we will take that, and I will take the book. It's interesting because, like, you guys know I use reversed and not reversed, but I actually recently found myself, like, a lot of the times actually choosing not to take reversals. It's interesting. There's something that's shifting, but well, we've been speaking about that for a while, right? I still use reversals when I feel it, but sometimes I don't. And this one, it's actually written in it that you're not supposed to really take it as a reverse deck. But the energies are interesting, right? I got these cards today. Opportunity, blessing, and fulfillment. And this is so funny because in the vlog that I uploaded, the recent one, Maya showed me that they have like a peach tree where there's just one peach on it. And I also see the moon in the background, so I know something is about to happen. which is probably why I feel emotional and why I mean, again, I had a moment where I was, where I was crying, when I was like, why are you actually crying? You know, what is these emotions? What is happening? And it just me sitting here, I also feel emotional. I don't know what's going on, but you know, it's interesting because I know the Scorpio in me just wanna, you know, put it down, you know. Yeah, the Leo in me just wanna, you know, smile and be happy, and the Libra in me wants to balance it out and figure out why do you feel this way. It's interesting, right? Trust what's happening. It's not because anything bad is happening, it's just something is happening. I don't know what it is. But at least I'm getting my cry out before tomorrow when I have customers. Could you imagine me just, you know? No, that would not happen. Okay, what is the energy of today after this full moon? How are you guys feeling after the full moon? We have the light. We actually did, well, it did pop up. We also have release, so there you go. It could have something to do with something being released. Fear, the old, I mean, we know that, right? I saw someone post a video about this, like, full moon, that we're releasing things that happened 16 years ago. I feel there's a lot of timelines going on. Or manifesting something that we started 16 years ago or something. I mean, 16 years ago. Holy banana, when was that? But there's also a lot of changes happening with circles, right? Coming back around, like, again, if you have been single, finding the right person, or getting married, again, it's the next step in and on your journey. Career shifts, moving to other countries, or traveling, or something. It's like major changes for each and one of you, and I want you to realize that it's not just for some people, it's actually for everyone. Big life changes, like now you have lived your life the last 16 years a certain way, or 21 years, however, whenever, and now the universe is like, you have learned so much the past many moons, the past decade. You are ready to shape into something new. That means that we are releasing and letting go of what has been with us for the past 16 years, right? Makes sense why the release is here, so that the light is here, but the bird is not flying yet. So it is this, like, you might feel like you are small, or you might not have the full overview, is that how you say that, about what's happening, but you being prepared to also step into something. It's all happening, and I know it's happening for me too, even though I'm like, well, what is it? What is happening? Because I certainly do not see it. But I also know that for me it's going to happen so suddenly that I'm gonna be like, I know why I was not supposed to know. Because the tower keeps coming up all the effing time when I ask about it. And I never, like, every time I try to get a time frame on, like, what is happening, when something is happening, it's like a no. So we are flowing into it. It's very mysterious. It's like I said, we cannot outsmart the universe anymore. We have really tried our best to do that, and now it's like whatever is meant to come in, it's coming in. But it, you know, the universe likes to surprise us. Okay, 11-5 with that. Yeah, moving forward, protection. You're very protected. Again, community is also something that has come up. So you're very protected, and you have a lot of support around you when it comes to this. New support, old support, whatever it is, right? But yeah, you will always be protected. And then going forward, because you are moving forward on your path. New surroundings, new pathways. White butterflies, sign, rainbows, thunder, white birds, birds in general, autumn, autumn leaves, red, whatever it is. I mean, it's all happening for you. And I want you to start realizing that. But it's also, again, I know a lot of People are like, well, do I need to be happy all the time and be positive all the time? No. Because at the times when we are frustrated and when we are crying, we are releasing something. If it's fear, if it's just us in a way already saying goodbye to the old life, I mean, it makes sense, right? We are already now preparing to say goodbye to something. If it's where you live, if it's, I mean, for some of you guys, it might be something in a relationship or something, but you know what it is for you, right? And yeah, look at this. What is this? Mother of Cups. So I think it's the Queen of Cups, but it's like dark, but there's like fireworks starting to happen, right? And he's also pointing in the direction of the future. We have a swan. Swan has also been a sign. So butterflies and swans. It's interesting because when I'm looking at the going forward card, I see tombstones or like graves, and I had this like energy here of like, on this pathway that you are on right now, it might seem lonely, but it's like you need to move towards someone or something, or yeah, on this pathway that you're on right now. Sorry, people talking to me all the time. On this pathway, you are being reminded about things that ended in your past, the past 16 years, or the past 21 years, 35 years, whatever. Right? And that might be scary. Maybe that's why you didn't start the journey yet, because you know that means that there's some things that is changing and you need to let go of. Some of you guys, you're very sweet souls, very soft or sensitive souls, meant in a positive way because you're a light worker, right? But you might be afraid of leaving behind people or letting go of people. I don't know how I can say that. Like some people, they need to... It's like birds, right? When they're small, they're kicking the babies out of the nest, right? Because it's like, you need to go on your journey, you need to do this alone. So I feel this, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be relationships, whatever, where you're like, you need to... I have taught you whatever it is that I could teach you now. Now you need to go do something alone. Does it make sense? 555. Well, if it's for you, it makes sense, right? Maybe you guys have daughters or sons and you're afraid of... Wow, look at that. Just like that. The Fool. You guys, like, this is so... This journey, or you have... This is new. Whatever it is. It's like, I feel so uncertain. I feel so foolish, or I feel like I don't... There's something where whatever it is that you're starting, it's like, I don't know much about this, or I'm just fearful. I'm just, you know, I'm fearful of taking the wrong step. So yeah, but to come back to this, you might have a son or a daughter where you're like, I need to be with them all the time. I can't just let them go out in the world and do whatever it is that they're doing. But there is something, you know, when teenagers grow older, they are starting to live their own life. And some of you guys, you have, it's not, maybe you don't have kids, but you have been there a lot for people, protecting people, helping people, and now you're being this little duckling being, you know, pushed out. Universe, like, you need to start your own family or your own life, or you need to start a new chapter in a way. And just know that, well, whatever it is you're deciding to do, your family is protected, you are protected. You know, I know we're living in a fearful world and people love to bring that fear out by talking about it or by writing about it, whatever. It's like, yeah, but, you know, you're meant to live your life, right? If you're not surrounding yourself with that kind of fear, it will not appear. We attract what we think about. The Fool's back. Yeah. Interesting that the Mother of Cups is behind, so it really wants to come out. I did read something, but now I can't remember it. What was that again? Something about, that was specifically the King of Cups that, no, what was that? Oh, no, that was, I think it was actually the King of Pentacles. He's the only king that has deep insecurities. That's what it was. And, oh, that's interesting. Because what is the card that has come up a lot? The King of Pentacles. He's the king that's ready, steady, has a lot of abundance and prosperity around him. But he's also the only king who has deep-rooted insecurities. Might be why the king has come up so much, because there might be deep-rooted insecurities in one way or another. But with the Mother of Cups, there is this aspect here of, actually I need to turn it around, yeah. This aspect of like, you got this, because it's pointing in that direction, right? Before I was laying it down like this, but this was the first card. So it's like you're not pointing in the past, you're pointing into the new chapter, the new future. I'm trying not to make this too long. So, well, there you go, Ace of Wands. So there is a new beginning. There is a new beginning for you. A new chapter. Yeah, but you might still be in this stage of figuring out your footing, right? Can I fly? You're not the little duckling anymore. No matter how old you are. Temperance, yeah. Well, you're being called into something new that's very, very guided, very, very protected. Oh yeah, committing to something new, right? Look at that. Thunder, Raven, Key, Hierophant, and there's your confirmation. There's a lot of mother energy, or a lot of, well, maybe there's something about a mother, but there's a lot of nurturing energy here. So manifesting. So you definitely, you have not taken action yet, but you're considering that something is shifting, or you know that something is shifting, right? Oh my God, look at that, yeah. Well, Daughter of Swords, and then we have Mother of Pentacles. So again, no kings, because action hasn't been taken yet. But Four of Cups, you've been letting go of the rats, the mice in your mind, and there has been a realization with this moon. Dears. Oh dear. So I think a lot of you guys are like me, in a reflective state of mind where you know something is happening and you notice insecurities and fears that needs to be let go of, because you are being prepared for something, right, to come in. It's nothing that can be missed, because the universe will always push you in the right direction. But as humans, we obviously have free will, right? The more we push against this high, the more water will come at us, right? And then we might find ourselves somewhere else where we're not supposed to be, but then we get back up and we, find our tracks. So if you feel like there has been delays in your life, try to look at why. Is it because that you have pushed against the currents? I don't know why I want to say that. I pushed against the water. Like the water is, it wants to bring you to a place, right? It wants to push you out of your comfort zone. But some of you guys are really like, no. Maybe it's been a part of your soul journey, your soul contract or whatever, but the universe is like, time is up. Now I shall put you in the pool, like we spoke about. Finding yourself in a pool and you're like, I don't know how I got here. Who the hell put me here? All new beginnings are frightening, especially if you think about this energy of like, I've been hurt before. Or yeah, again, our mind does tend to place us in memories where you're like, oh, remember you failed back then. Remember you felt insecure back then. Remember someone laughed at you back then. You were not fast enough. And then again, one So it takes the other, and we just keep ourselves stocked. And then the rats are coming. I think that's enough for this daily or evening reading. Who knows what it is. And then I will record the daily for tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here, for bringing a smile on my face, for allowing me to speak strange words. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Well, tomorrow.